Yes, Bangor are buzzing. They went into the game full of confidence, and manager John Flanagan had to wait only 12 minutes for an excellent opening goal from Jim McCluskey.
It's a superb goal. He's only a young lad and he's got a lot to learn, but he's making the right tracks at the moment, and hopefully it'll continue. It's obviously like a real cup tie. I mean, it was very kind of physical, and it was 90 miles an hour. But in the first 15 minutes we kind of matched them, and then they started to get us under the whip, really. We had to sort it out at half-time, and luckily we scored twice early in the second half. Yes,
it was all pure class from Bangor after the break, the first of those early goals coming from Mark Cockey.
Well, I mean, I think it was his birthday today, so it's a nice birthday present. When he plays, he makes a big difference to the Bangor Football Club.
Yeah, the defenders getting up and scoring one or two as well, John.
That's right, yeah. Our central defenders usually give us about maybe 15 over a season, but the full-backs maybe, 4 or 5, so it's nice to see them score as well.
Well, that Gary McCartney strike killed it off as a contest, and 8 minutes from time, Bangor got their fourth. It's not often John O'Connor scores. When he does, he enjoys it. He took the pass from Jack Murphy before chipping the ball home to make it 13 goals for the Seasiders in 4 matches.
Yes, it makes a pleasant change. We always had a kind of the best defensive record, or one of the best in the league, so it's nice to score them at the other end.
I think the significance of this game is not necessarily getting into the semi-finals of the Ulster Cup, but beating Portadown so convincingly.
Yes, I think so. They've had an Indian sign-overs for the last season or so. We played them 5 times last year, and every game we lost by the odd goal. So it was really nice to start the season off, and it gives the players a lot of confidence, for the season ahead.
Well, after the successes of last year, could you possibly have hoped to get such a good start to this year?
Well, we've played 4 games now. We lost at Linfield, so the team know that they've got to perform week in, week out. We had an excellent game against Carrick on Saturday, and obviously this was the cream tonight, but another hard game against Linfield on Friday night, and then obviously a semi-final to look forward to.
Glenavon, that's next Tuesday evening, and the following night it's Glentoran and Crusaders. The venues will be decided tomorrow. And plenty of goals in last night's quarter-finals, with Glentoran putting 5 past Newry, Crusaders winning the penalty shootout at Ballymena, but the shock result, the holders Portadown going out losing 4-0 to Bangor.
It was the champions' turn to be swamped by the Seasiders as McCluskey used the left and then a sweet right for goal number 1 on 12 minutes at Clantyboy Park last night. That the Bangor player's 5th goal in 4 games. Not a bad early season average, keeping his side on the crest of a wave. It was the second half before the floodgates opened. McCluskey again involved. His through ball into the path of Cockey, stretching for 2-0. A nice way to celebrate your 31st birthday. 4 minutes later it was 3. Murphy supplied the long throw in, McCready the flick on, and fullback McCartney the touch past Keenan. What a difference qualification for Europe can make. The right of the champions was completed 8 minutes from time. The defensive clearance went only to O'Connor. His 1-2 with Murphy worked a treat, and O'Connor clattered it off a post for that unbelievable final score of Bangor 4, Portadown 0, and for the Seasiders a semi-final spot against Glenavon on Tuesday night.
For Ronnie McFall, manager of Portadown, the Irish League champions, the prospect of facing Red Star Belgrade in the European Challenge is a daunting one. Last year, Portadown found European football more than a handful, going down by an aggregate score of 13-1 to Porto, though McFall maintains the exercise was worthwhile.
The experience we gained last year in the European Championship stood us in good stead in our own domestic season, and hopefully the same will apply this year.
How much of a difference is there really in standard between a club like yourselves and the sort of club like Red Star that you've been drawn against in Europe?
It's a million miles apart, Jim. I mean, to put it in perspective, Northern Ireland played Yugoslavia last year in Belgrade, and I think I lost something like 4 or 5-1, and there was nine Red Star players playing. So then that shows the task that faces us next week. Playing against Red Star Belgrade, champions of Europe, is equivalent of about 6 months playing in the Irish League football. I mean, the experience again there, as I said, is invaluable to the players.